Okay, for today's cooking video, we really are going to cook the hamburger and the potato, and then I might throw these in. We'll see how it all fits. I'm not really following a recipe, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the hamburger, cut the potato in half so it gets baked in there with all the juices, and then we'll see if the green beans will all fit. So let's see if that happens. I'm going to spray the pan. There we go. And of course I got cleanup stuff, so let's cut this potato in half. Well, instead of cutting them in half, I've cut them in threes. And then now we're going to put the hamburger on top. Okay, so sometimes I can get the green, if it wasn't for the potato, I could add the green beans. And if any of you have ever had slow simmered green beans, that's what happens. Just they're in the meat juices and all that. But today I got the potato on the bottom, and I've kind of made like a makeshift meatloaf. And what will happen is the roasted potato on the bottom will have all the juices from the hamburger. So we're going to sprinkle, this is Mrs. Dash, a good low sodium alternative. So we're going to put that there. Nope, I'm not even pointing the camera at the thing. Man, I need to find a better way to film this stuff. You know, Kevin and Ollie, he's got a good way of filming how he puts everything together. I did try putting, you know, the camera on that ledge and just pointing down, but that didn't come out very well, so I ended up not using it. But anyways, I've already put like I don't know, about maybe 1/8 of a cup of water in the bottom of this. Now I'm going to cover this with foil here, and I get the non-stick aluminum foil, and we'll put that together and I'll show you guys the end result. I'm going to probably let this simmer for about 2 hours. The hamburger doesn't take quite as long to cook as like maybe a pork roast, but we'll check it at 2 hours. You know, I'm about 30 minutes from my customer. I'm going to spend the night at the customer because my delivery's not till tomorrow morning. And so by the time I get parked, this will be, you know, already in the works. So I'll show you guys the end result. What's interesting is that people complain about this 30-minute break we have to do now. I don't mind the 30-minute break because, number one, you got to get out of the truck. You got to move those legs every 4 to 5 hours. You know, they say every 2, so it's good to get up and around anyways. But I've also found that it's the perfect time to, you know, make a meal like that, prep it, get it started in the cooker, and then it's also a good time for me to book my loads. So I don't mind the 30-minute break. You know, even when I was having to call the agents at Landstar, that was when I primarily did most of my booking, was during that 30-minute break if I wasn't at home. So instead of griping about the 30-minute break, I utilize it and I consider it a blessing. So we're going to let this simmer, like I said, for about 2 hours, and we'll see what happens with it. So let's see. All right, here's the end product. The potato is nice and tender, and there's the meat. And what I'll do is I'll break this up and kind of create like a beef stew out of it. And I'll nuke up some vegetables and those green beans I was showing you earlier, and we'll eat good tonight. This will be a couple of meals, so You know, you don't have to follow recipes. You don't have to be exact or perfect on anything that you can cook in the oven in a pan. That's what you can do. So I hope you enjoyed this real cooking video, and yeah, until next time.